I just gotta get some things in the line, and then I feel like I'll be like ready to do it, because I don't want to jump into anything like blindly. I like to kind of know what I'm getting myself into as far as like preparation. Okay, what's it gonna cost for XYZ? Who am I gonna have? And what can I talk about when I do have them? I kind of like to
Bro, I honestly feel like
steps ahead
with what you already got going, and this with your business here.
Yeah.
As far as I don't know who you gonna have behind production.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find somebody.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a problem. That's not the hard part at all. It's just
you even saying holding off. I honestly, unless you just feel like you're not ready.
Yeah, my main focus is right now, like, make sure that this is as good as it could possibly be.
Okay.
And then I can start, like, I gotta take care of home. You know what I mean? So like my brother used to be here a lot, and then right when we got the second gym in San Marcos, he just totally completely like dipped out.
Transition to that.
You know what I mean? But like we were slowly transitioning into that. Like he was starting to come 2 days a week, and then 1 day a week, and then just maybe popping in just to kind of see if everything's going well. And now it's, no, you got it. So I'm just trying to like take care of home first and make sure that's good, and then I can start branching out to other things.
How much harder has it been since your brother dipped out?
It's just more talking to parents, more like doing the behind the scenes stuff, like business work as far as like signing up people, more reaching out to players. Before he would take care of all the emailing, all the sign ups. Now I'm kind of doing a lot of that.
Taking on that.
Yeah. But as far as on the court, same thing. I still do what I do. Just a little bit more responsibility, kind of grow up again. You know what I mean?
That's all I was about to ask. Like,
you
such a youngster, and you 21.
Yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit earlier, how you don't even drink. Like you said, you never been in a club.
Yeah.
What even established like that? Such a straight edge mentality for you at such a young age? Because I know when I was young, it was like, yo, we getting it popping. We going to TJ. We going here. We about to get it going.
Yeah.
You like, you don't even drink or like that. I'm like, yo, when I was and coming up to them ages, man, that's when Four Locals was crazy. When they had to them take you out. I remember them back in the day, but they switched them up now. But, yeah. So what established that for you?
Honestly, that's just not like what motivates me, to be honest. Like I feel like people could use that as just like either like as an escape, because I guess maybe their life isn't as good as they want it to. Right. So I guess they gotta like find like something that I guess brings them like happiness. You know what I mean? Maybe because if their everyday life isn't happy, but I don't know. That's just never been me, to be honest. I'm just a big like family guy. So
have you been drunk?
Yeah, I've been.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I've done all the high school parties and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
it was just like you found out that wasn't your vibe.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I enjoy my time as a high school athlete. You know what I mean? Obviously, we know how that goes. If you're a high school athlete and you're a good basketball player, you know what I mean? But like obviously, like you have all the eyes are on you. You know what I mean? So you get invited to more parties, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of. The crowd is with you. You know what I mean? So like I had that stage of my life, but that's just a stage of my life. Like I said, you know what I mean? There's no desire for me to do that again. You know what I mean? I just feel like I grew out of it.
And now it's old.
Yeah.
Even though you're so young.
Yeah.
But like you said, like that wasn't for you.
You know what I mean? Like it's not even that like I don't go out at all. Like I'll go out to like a gathering and stuff like that. Yeah. But my intention is not to like, oh yeah, we're going out to get drunk. Right. No, my intention is going out just because I just want to see new people, meet some people. You know what I mean? Maybe I haven't seen you guys in 3 years. I graduated during COVID, so I haven't seen still a lot of people that
to this
I haven't.
Day.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like maybe I want to see them, and I know that they're gonna be there, and just things like that. But that's only if I really don't got anything to do.
And what was that high school like for you? High school life for you back in probably damn near 4 years ago. Hey, now even saying that 4 years ago, that's like, damn, that shit was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know, right? It was. It was fun. Played basketball all my years.
And outside of basketball, was your head in the books?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, I was not a school person. That's why I don't go to college right now.
So was your parents on your ass about you not getting your grades right? And then if your grades wasn't right, how was you playing basketball?
Yeah, so...
Oh, they must have really fucked. You must have been a star.
No, the thing about it is like, my parents are, so a little bit of a background from my parents' side is my dad's Middle Eastern, my mom's Mexican, from Guadalajara. And
you speak Spanish?
No, not that much.
Okay.
I'm trying to actually learn now.
Can you roll your R's? Like, okay,
Like,
there we go.
some little bit. But like my mom went to school. My dad, he finished high school, but he came to the States at 17. But like overall, I have a really big family. My dad's one of 12. And
especially when you Mexican, you guaranteed to have a big family.
Man, my dad.
I don't know no Mexicans with little families.
It's my dad's family. That's the one of 12. My mom's only like one of 4. My dad's one of 12.
Shit.
And like honestly, like all of them either did great in school or went to work and now have their own successful business. You know what I mean? So I guess like that business or like hard work kind of was instilled in me at a young age. So
because you've seen it.
Yeah. So when I saw it, you know what I mean? And I was always around like older cousins and stuff like that. And I always wondered to myself, like, man, like even going out with my brother Ryan, like when we would go out, I never realized that like.
And this your brother?
Yes.
I don't know because how.
Yeah. There's one right there. There's one right there. There's one right there. Yeah. He's the one that runs this whole thing or like created this whole thing. Yeah. But he created the establishment. Yeah. Exactly. But even like when I was always around him and like his friends and stuff like that, and he would like pay for my food. Obviously, when I was that young, I didn't realize the value of money. But like now that I'm realizing it now, like I realize like, oh shoot, he was like taking care of his younger people. You know what I mean? Either me or my friends that were with him. Like he would always obviously like take care of us. You know what I mean? So I always wanted to do that for my younger cousins and kind of be like that older mentor and older like big brother figure.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean?
You already had the older spirit, even though you still
even though I'm still young. You know what I mean? I enjoy like going out with my little cousins and saying, yo,
I got you.
Let's go out. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about it if you like. I don't want you to pay with your parents' money. You know what I mean? Like I got you guys. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy like that feeling of being able to like take care of people. So I guess like I just always try to work hard. Like even like with my friends. Like I remember I have these 2 twin friends from middle school, and I told them like,
still tight?
Yeah, but they're my best friends
for sure.
And I told them I was like, yo, anything you guys need, like I got you guys.
You'll never get confused with them being twins.
I did when I was younger, but now not anymore. Now they're totally different. Yeah. I actually thought there was 3 of them at first because I used to know people like by their shoes.
What the fuck?
So,
wait, what?
Like, well, when I would meet somebody, like if they're twins, I would just be like, okay, he's wearing J's and he's wearing Vans. You met a lot of twins? I know.
I don't know no twins.
I know like 7 to 8 twins, to be honest.
Shit, that's a whole lot of goddamn twins. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been to a lot of different schools, so I feel like I know a lot of different people.
I was a lot of school. I ain't been
to
a lot of twins.
I've been to like 6 different schools.
Okay, I was at like 3.
Yeah, I've been to like 6 different, so I know a lot of twins, and plus my brother's friends. I was always around them, and he has some twin friends. But I always told him, I'm like, yo, like if you guys ever need something, like I'll take care of you, you know. And I started like a little like social media like little business, and I had them like help out like promoting it and stuff like that, and if they helped me out, I would like pay them like 10, 15 bucks. You know what I mean? But like 10, 15 bucks as a 7th and or 6th, 7th grader, like you're buying Slurpee, you're buying Slurpees for the whole crew. You know what I mean? That's the thing. So like that's like the joy of. I guess I always just had a joy of like helping people and putting people on, and I guess really just loyalty. To be honest, like if you're loyal to me, I mean, I got you. You know what I mean? So. I guess that's the biggest reason of why like I grew up fast, just because like I had no choice, because I knew that I just want to help like all the people who are like, I guess, with me. So that's the biggest reason why.
And to this day, like how small is that circle for you?
It's pretty small, to be honest. I mean,
cause I know like you said, like you like helping out.
Yeah, so I mean, like obviously it's tough to say, because I mean we have like 200-ish members here at the Hoop House. I can confidently say that I enjoy being with them than a lot of like friends I knew in high school. Like I can confidently say that. But I mean, like, yeah, I have a tight-knit group of, I mean, 10 to 15 people who I know, who I talk to on the daily basis, who I know got my back and I got their back. You know what I mean? But I have a really solid group. I have a really solid group outside of even my family. Like I hang out with my cousins probably nearly every day. You know what I mean?
Like you said, like you're real tight with family.
Yeah, very tight. You know what I mean? Like the other day I was like playing tennis with my little cousins, you know what I mean? And I'll go over there. We'll go bowling a lot, you know what I mean? Things like that. We just always try to kind of just stay tight. So.
Yeah. And then from you seeing your brother when did this kind of come into fruition? Like,
honestly, when I was younger, so
I'm gonna be going back and forth.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. So he's 6 years older than me, I think. Yeah, he's 6 years older than me, and I didn't really know that this was gonna be like a career, to be honest. Like he was always like,
and this is full time for you.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was gonna be like a for real like career for him. Like, because I mean, I was young. He was just like training some of my teammates. You know, like basically how it kind of all started was I joined a club team. He had a job at the YMCA, so he was around basketball. He was fresh out of high school, and I joined this solid club team. And basically,
that's what it was called.
No, it was like a solid club team. Like,
okay.
It was like pretty solid.
They was pretty good.
No, we were called the San Diego Rebels. Actually, Mikey used to play for them.
Okay.
Like, yeah, a lot of good players used to play for them. I don't think they're still around right now, but our head coach was Jordan Lawley. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Oh, he trains up in Irvine, but he trained Carmelo Anthony, Klay Thompson. I mean,
he did.
Yeah. No, he's like the real deal guy. So I mean, that was
from Daygo.
He's from like,
or he just came out.
He's from like San Marcos, Carmel Valley area, I think.
Okay.
But he moved out there to kind of like full-time train.
Right.
But that was my first ever AAU coach. So from the jump, I had great connections. You know what I mean?
AAU, for those who don't know,
is club basketball. You know what I mean? After high school, you go out on the circuits and go play with whole new people. You know what I mean? Go out to tournaments, all that fun stuff.
Exactly. You still get to experience that.
Yeah, absolutely. So he started helping out, and then just kept helping. Years later, Jordan was like, yo, I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna start my full-time training career. And Ryan had to take over a team at like 18 years old. Like just like a full program, you know what I mean? So right then and there, he was like,
he need your help.
Transitioned into like almost like a father figure for me, because then he's taking me to practices, he's taking me to games, he's also training me, he's also training my teammates,
right?
Because I mean, obviously, he wants them to be good.
A lot of time together.
Yeah, that's my best friend for easily.
To this day.
Yeah, I talk to him every day.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Not even just about business too, just about, you know what I mean? Yo, what's up? You know what I mean? About anything really. So he had to grow up fast, and then after that team kind of like dispersed, like years later, he just kept training players, and then he told me he had a goal of training one player a day, and even then I was like, okay, like,
we could do that,
like, cool, you know what I mean? Like, I was still like working out with him, you know what I mean, here and there. I was at the house, and he would just be out and about training people. He would be in Oceanside one day, then he would be in Chula Vista one day, he would be by Terra Center Rec one day, he would be at Allied Gardens.
And where was he training these people at this time?
Like at those locations. Like he would like go do like team trainings.
Okay.
Yeah. So he would, for instance, like if there's a team like called like, let's just say like San Diego like Piranhas, you know what I mean?
How do you even find him?
He would just message them. He would be like, yo, let me do these team trainings. I'll charge X, Y, and Z for this amount of time. So he'll go he'll go train the Piranhas every Wednesday, and go train the Seals every Thursday, and go train the Moose every Friday. Exactly. You know what I mean? Right. Like, so he kept doing that, and then kept getting his clientele up, and then every Sunday we would rent out a spot, Skyline Rec Center, and then he would be training out of there, and then he would still be using his YMCA to get people into that. So, I mean, he was really just like grinding it out. And I didn't really realize, because he was still in college. So I was like, okay, like, is he really going to be like a full-time trainer? Like, I didn't really know what that was, because I was so young, and I guess I just didn't really I guess I took it for granted, to be completely honest. You know, I was just like always in the sport and always working out and always playing. Like, I didn't really realize like, oh, okay, this is actually what he's going to do. So, I mean, long story short, he graduates college. He got like a kinesiology major, and then right when he graduates, the dude of the previous owner kind of hit him up, because he knew he was a local trainer here in San Diego. Was like, you want this gym? And I mean, we jumped on it in a heartbeat. And
now you on to the second one.
4 years and 2 years later, we keep looking for a new one, and that was a struggling process. But I mean, 3.5 years later, we're here with 2 gyms. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's great, yeah.
So for you, when did those? Because like you said, you was in basketball forever.
Yeah.
So when did those hoop dreams fade out for you? It's like, okay, that's not gonna be it for me.
Well, I was
it injury? Was it like?
Yeah, I was always like on and off. Like I was on, and then right when I hit high school, I was like hooping for fun, and then
So did you really have hoop dreams?
I had, I mean, I feel like every kid had hoop dreams, you know what I mean? But like, I definitely worked hard, but like, I was just playing like because
I feel like every kid has hoop dreams, but does every kid really believe they gonna make?
You know what
that?
I mean? So yeah, so every kid has hoop dreams, but I don't think everybody knows what it takes to accomplish those hoop dreams.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was I do not want to do what it takes to accomplish these hoop dreams. I love basketball so much, but I don't love it so much to go through what I would have to make it a job. Like I just don't. That's just not me. You know what I mean? Thankfully, I have other things that I could do. You know what I mean? I'm blessed that I could have either helped my dad with our family business and kind of took that all the way, or I'm blessed to have a brother that has an established business already and help him and him take me under his wing, and I kind of in here now. You know what I mean? But I had hoop dreams. It was a little bit of like burnt out too, with a combination of COVID. Because I mean, COVID shut down the whole entire world. So one, I didn't like school, and two, I mean, online. Like you expect me to do online now through Zoom and wherever. Like, because I didn't want to go to a junior college because that would have left me with even less motivation. You know what I mean? Like really, like I worked all this time for no knock on junior college, but like Grossmont, like Cuyamaca, really, they're not even gonna help me get out of here.
Right.
You know, so I just did all this just for this, you know what I mean? And I wasn't at the point to where I was getting anything like high major or Division 1 or, you know what I mean? I might have gotten like something small, but I wasn't at the point to where like, all right, this is for sure what I'm going to do.
Right. That wasn't your dedication.
Yeah, it wasn't. I knew that, you know what I mean? So it was a little bit of combination of COVID, burnt out, body hurt. I mean, before the season started my senior year, I got into a really bad car accident, and that kind of just like
you was driving?
No, my friend was driving.
Okay.
But hydroplane flipped like 5 times.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's wild.
You was
yeah, like full on like hamster wheel flip.
And when y'all came to, was the car flipped over or was it back on the wheels?
It was flipped over. Yeah, it was kind of like. Do you know where like you know obviously where like Rancho San Diego, like that Target and Edward Cinemas, and do you know where like Firehouse is?
I know where that
area
Cinemas
that area is.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go down that road and if you go towards Steel Canyon, there's kind of like a back way to go to Steel Canyon,
yeah.
and then there's a golf course to your right.
Yeah, I fuck with golf.
We fell into the golf course.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Was
wild.
he faded?
No, it was raining outside in a car.
And this is Daygo?
Yeah.
Oh, well, obviously.
Yeah. It was literally there.
Yeah.
And we're in this lane, cars in this lane, and he just we're going, and then he just boom cuts us off, and he like skirt, and then hydroplane because it's all raining and wet, and then boom hit the curb, and then.
And when that happened, did that car who cut y'all off, did they even stop?
No, they didn't stop.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they didn't stop.
And you was flipped over. So did it take what did it take to get you out of it? Were you able to crawl out, or somebody had to?
Yeah, no, I was able to crawl out.
So
yeah,
you didn't lose consciousness.
No, I didn't black out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like watching like a movie. To be honest, like you know how the movies like go in slow motion.
Yeah,
that's how it felt like. And then once I got out, I was just
you had
like,
your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once I got out, I was just like, oh shoot, like. Okay.
Was you bloody?
My ribs, yeah, blood like through my head, like hands, arms, everything. Yeah. Like, okay, my ribs are good, my arms are good, my legs are good.
I'm still intact.
I'm okay. I'm gonna get out this car. And I had a game. That was the first game of the season, my senior year, where it literally went to Hilberto's, me and my 2 teammates.
Or taco shop.
And yeah. And then going back home, I literally have a burrito in my hand from my sister and ready to just watch some Netflix and go to my game at 7.
Yeah.
And I mean, that happened. And then like it didn't hurt at the moment. Like I had my adrenaline rushing, so I still played in the game at 7.
You got in a car accident and went to the game.
Yeah, so I went to the
Why didn't they take you to the hospital?
They did, but not my choice. I actually didn't want to go, but my mom said I had to go.
Could they get you checked out?
Yeah. Because my head hit the window, so they were thinking like maybe like some
concussion
or like brain damage, you know what I mean? If blood
internal bleeding.
Yeah. So they're like, no, you gotta go. I was like, technically I'm 18. I don't gotta listen to my mom. But they're like, no, you gotta go. So I went, long story short. The doctor also played basketball, so she was like, all right, I could tell you're a stubborn kid. I'm gonna put something on your stitches. They stitched my head up, and they stitched my head up, and they're like, long story short, I'm gonna put some thing on your stitches to where it will repel sweat because you can't get sweat in your stitches right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, sounds good. And then they put the stitches, and I played in the game, and then after that, it was like when the pain started hurting.
Where was the pain at?
My back. It felt like I got in a car accident. Like if my back was hurting, my legs were hurting. Like, is your spine or? No, just like my overall back, like my lower back. Like it was just always like aching a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, going through that, and then going through just like, I tore my labrum in the middle of the season. So kind of just like going through those like the whole year, I was just like so excited to be done.
Damper on you when you was
I was just like so excited to be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, yes.
You have to go through that no more.
I was like, yes, I'm good. Now I can start my life. Because I already knew that it would have been a miracle if I ended up with something, like as far as like college-wise, you know? Like, could I have if I really reached out and stuff like that? Probably, and used my connections. But I was like, you know what? I don't think this is for me. I'm just going to kind of stick it out in San Diego and bet on myself with whatever I choose to do, you know? I kind of had the two options of either here or... My dad has a family business. He has like a meat market. My dad's a butcher.
Out here?
So yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of like had to make a decision of what business I wanted to be a slave to, and
you're not looking to do the meat market.
No, that he sold the store already.
Oh, okay.
Like so when I knew that I wanted.
So that ain't even optional.
No, right when I wanted to do this, we all convinced my dad to sell it and retire. So.
And with you and your brother having this going, did at any point did you feel like, I gotta prove myself outside of my brother? Cause like you said, he always took you on his wing. He's showing you how to do this and this. Did you ever feel like, okay, I gotta do something without my brother?
Honestly, like to be completely real,
all the way real,
I can care less. To be honest,
there we go.
You can call me whatever you want. If I have enough money to feed me and to be able to do whatever I want, you know what I mean. To buy if I want to. Buy a nice pair of shoes, I could buy it. If I want to buy whatever, this and that, I could do it. I mean, I don't care what you tell me. You know what I mean? And especially since I'm happy doing what I love.
Biggest part.
Like, if anything, like, you suck, you know what I mean, for telling me anything. You know what I mean? Like, I literally wake up and, like, do what I love every single day.
So
and financially stable. You know what I mean? If anything, I'm winning in life.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like people... will say that either off jealousy or maybe they're mad that they don't have an older brother to be able to do this. You know what I mean?
You get that a lot?
No, because I have a great support system, so they would never even like think of like that, you know? Because me and my brother are two totally different people.
Right.
And a lot of the people that we have here, like, have never met Ryan. Like he's only met Ryan one time, and he's been with me. How many days have you been with me, Taj? A month and a half? But he's only met Ryan once. Right. You know what I mean? So, like, he doesn't know me for Ryan's younger brother. He knows me
knows you for Justin.
Me, you know? But it's not even if he says, like, oh, you're just Ryan's younger brother, I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, great, I'm Ryan's younger brother. Like, I'm blessed. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a great person. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he's a great person. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, yeah, I don't really care what people say to me. I'm very at peace with what I do and who I am as a person, so...
And for you, what's the end goal for you?
End goal for me?
Because like you said, like basketball, you was kind of like, okay, that's not it. And you love doing this, but is there something outside of this? Or is this, you want to take this to the next level?
Honestly, I'm going to keep rolling with this. End goal, I mean, whatever I could do to impact as much people as possible is my biggest goal. Whether that's hosting camps across the world, whether that's starting up leagues for kids in San Diego, whether that's creating a whole program, you know what I mean? Whether that's doing whatever makes the most sense and I can help the most people possible, that's what I'm going to go with. Just because, like, my dad tells me all the time, like, stick to what you're good at and get so good at that. You know what I mean? There's no reason for me to stop doing it. You know what I mean? Or there's no reason to, like, cause more stress in my life. Like, I'm not gonna go learn about like the stock market.
Right.
Like, I'm not worried about.
That's not for you.
I'm not worried
about
what you're
looking for.
I'm not worried about that right now. Like, I'm worried about making sure that this kid gets better at basketball because he's gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of just put all my eggs in the basket and kind of just keep doing that. Obviously, like I have like aspirations of like owning like property and things like that, real
Definitely some
estate, and
real estate.
building like financial wealth and
Of course.
things like that. And obviously there's other like little businesses that I would like to do in the future, but I mean, nothing up until I have like money to just throw away. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep going, and what keeps
what's working.
Yeah, what's working.
Exactly.
Honestly, yeah, there's no reason to really put all my focus into something else, you know?
What made you want to tap in so much with the kids? Because like I'm sure you could have took a different route and be like, hey, no, I want to work with older or this and the third. So it's like, what made you want to tap in with the kids?
You just have so much of an influence on them, and I like that. You know, I trust in who I am and what I can bring as far as value to a kid's life. So I feel like that's the best way I can help them out, is to reach that group of people. You know, once you turn like 18, 19, I would sure hope that you have something figured out. So kind of anything I might tell you might be just like, oh, okay, he's telling me that, but I'm already going this route, you know? But if I tell a 10 and 11-year-old kid, like, yo, like, or some life advice, you know what I mean? He might run with that forever. Right.
So, instead of being like, I already know. He don't need to tell me.
No, yeah. You know what I mean? They don't have no ego. They don't
you
have
can influence them earlier on.
That's my thing. Just kind of teach them really everything, you know what I mean? Because all these kids are just like little sponges, you know? So I like to kind of just, I guess I just naturally gravitate towards them. I love it.
Who was the influence for you early on?
Probably my dad, to be honest. My dad, I just like, honestly, my whole family, to be honest. Like we love like helping and taking care of people. You know what I mean? Like we've had an intern that we literally said like, yo, he didn't have a place to stay, and we literally like said, come stay at our house for 6 months. Yeah. We didn't know this dude 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
And he's like my brother now. But he lived with us for 6 straight months. Like, you know, we love being able to help people to, I guess, better their life. So I guess just learning from my parents, learning from them, and seeing how they treat people. They treat everybody with respect. And if anybody says like, oh, you know, like the Razooky family, that's my last name, Razooky. They're like, oh yeah, like they're good people, you know. Yeah. So I like that. Just kind of like the whole representation of my family and our whole like group. You know, can't really say anything bad about us. So
kind of what you having to move around with the Razooky name, last name, does that make you have to move different? Since that's something
I don't even really think about it, just because I naturally move the way in the correct way. Yeah, you know what I mean? Realistically, you know what I mean? Like I have no desire to go do anything outside of what I'm comfortable with. You know, like I'm not gonna do what I don't want to do. That's one thing. Exactly. Like I'm a stick to what I do and stick to what I know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go home and chill, go to sleep, get up, play basketball, hang out with my family, repeat. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, go out. That's it though. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for me to be outside of who I am.
And there you go. And like I was just talking about him, it's the easiest to be yourself.
Yeah, it's easy.
You growing up, what hoopers kind of inspired you? Or did you follow anybody's game as you was coming up?
I was always a big Kobe fan.
Oh, yeah, that's my number one.
Yeah, Kobe is on our wall 100%. For a reason. And
and you had his daughter up there.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah, we had that even before they passed away. But yeah, I'm a big Kobe fan. Just kind of how he like carried himself on and off the court. Right. My birthday's on Kobe's birthday, so I kind of word. Yeah, I used to like write him like little letters every
that's birthday. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know if my mom even ever took them.
Yeah, he's like I wrote them though.
Yeah, I wrote them.
Yeah.
But no, that was kind of just like who I guess I liked a lot of who carried himself. I couldn't really say I had a big influence of. It's hard to be influenced by someone who you don't know. Right. In my opinion, because you don't really know like what they've been through. Like they could tell you something, but realistically it could be something else. Right. So I wasn't there, and you don't talk to them on a daily. So I'm really just influenced by like the people in my circle. I would say that they have the biggest influence on me, even though like I'm like I said, I'm not gonna do anything I don't want to do. So, say for instance, one of my friends in my circle decides to go out with friends and go smoke weed and go party. Like, okay, go ahead.
That's
You
cool.
know what I mean? Go
We
ahead.
still good, but
Yeah, you know what I
I'm
mean?
not
That
gonna come with
changes
you, though.
absolutely nothing between me and you, but you
Right.
go do you, you know?
Mm.
So that's just kind of how I carry myself. Yeah.
When Kobe passed, was that something that you took to heart, or that was kind of just like, I mean, I guess it's different for everybody because he was an inspiration for you. I know when he passed, like I wasn't like crying or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
I
more
was
just
just
like,
like,
damn, that's a big hit to the culture of basketball.
Yeah, I was just like really just in shock. I mean, like
And
I said,
a helicopter of all things.
yeah, like I said, like also like back on the influence thing, like it's hard to feel influenced by someone who you don't know. Like it's
Right.
also like hard to feel like sympathy for someone who
Right.
you don't know. Like obviously he's a
I
fantastic,
did feel sympathy,
yeah, fantastic,
but I
like,
wasn't like
figure and, like,
heartbroken.
yeah, but it wasn't something to where I was like extremely hurt by it. You know what I mean? Obviously, like the amount of influence he had, like he's the biggest reason of why even Ryan got into basketball. You know what I mean? Like that was Ryan's like, dude, like it's funny whenever like he didn't want to eat something that was like healthy, my mom would be like, "Oh, Kobe ate it," and he would be like, "Oh, okay, bet." And then you know what I mean? So he would eat it. Like he was that type of like fan. But for me, I mean, I get sucked. I mean, for everybody like around me, especially my mom. Like my mom really wanted to meet him, just because she was a big fan too. But I mean, life goes on.
Right.
So.
And with your family having your pops having like a meat bit, a butcher business.
Yeah.
How does he feel about what you guys doing with this?
I mean, he loves it. He loves it. Yeah, he's big on like young entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? Like I'm confident that he's taught me and my brother a lot of things. You know, so I guess seeing us with this, I mean, he's just proud. You know what I mean? Like we did what we wanted to do and we did it good. So.
And with him taking the route he took, when he saw that you guys were pursuing a basketball to make money off of it, was that an initial like I'm all for it, or it was kind of like I don't know yet?
He's gonna always tell us like do what you love, you know what I mean, and keep doing it, and then or do what you're good at and keep doing it. So once he saw like Ryan keep doing it, he was just like, all right, like go all in, you know what I mean, whatever you need, I'm here for you. You know, if you need to run a camp and pay somebody, you know what I mean, to help run a camp, I mean, I'm here for you. If you need to go learn from somebody and go travel, because we have done things like that, like let's go do it. You know what I mean? Like we flew out to Costa Rica one time to go learn from a head trainer, and turns out that like changed our whole entire like life, you know? But I mean, he's gonna be for us with anything. I mean, he knows he raised us well, that we aren't gonna ask for anything crazy. We're just gonna ask for his support, and I mean, as the father he is, that's easy for him. So
to support you guys, because he's been doing it forever.
That's it. Yeah. So
what's been some of the hardest part of this journey of you guys getting here for you personally?
Me personally, I would say the biggest struggle was probably like being so young and getting people to like believe and trust me. I would say, because I mean, during my senior year, I was even helping Ryan train players. So I would help him train somebody, and then
these younger players or players your age?
My age.
Okay.
Because I'm 18 when I started really training people, and then I'll play them the week after in high school. So like that's crazy,
right?
Like I'm really
showing you how
I'm really like teaching you how to Euro step right now, and I'm literally gonna play against you on Friday.
Yeah,
you know, so like gaining that respect from people was probably the biggest challenge for me. I was just kind of like in my shell and let Ryan do everything, or let our other trainers do everything, and I was kind of just like be in the background. But I mean, I got confident once I got more experience, and then now it's just if LeBron walks in the gym, I can work him out confidently. So.
And do you feel you're respected as a trainer now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but the thing about it is I don't
because you had to think.
But like
on
the
that.
thing about it is like I only really care for the respect of the players. Like anybody else could say whatever they want.
Oh no, that's all I'm talking about is the respect of the players.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm for sure respected.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like my resume has built itself to where, oh, okay, you haven't trained this person. Yes, I have. You know what I mean? I've trained somebody at an overseas level, at a very high major level, as far as like high major college, Division 1. I've trained in Division 2. I've trained in JUCO, high school, 4-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? I've have experience with it all. So all it really takes is just one workout and then they'll believe.
Is there anybody who you trained who taught you something?
I would say that they didn't really teach me something, but I would say that they've helped me because the better they got is also the better I had to get as far as like adapting.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, say for instance, I have this 8th grader. He's solid. Like he'll play JV next year. And then he just skyrockets. Maybe hits like a 3-inch growth spurt or like 5-inch growth spurt, gets athletic, you know what I mean? Gets in the gym every day. And now he's a high level varsity player. I have to adjust to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's the best way I could put it of how like I've also improved.
Yeah.
Because I'm confident I could take you to high major college. You know what I mean? Even beyond that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now our expectations are higher. So now my job is my job has to be better.
What's been the biggest growth spurt you've seen?
As a player? Or?
No, as the people you've been training.
I mean, I have a friend. I couldn't say like I like he's like my client, but I mean, I work him out. He's my friend from high school, but he went from 5'10" to 6'7".
Damn.
Throughout his high school career, he's playing at Cal Poly right now.
6'7".
Yeah. So that's probably the biggest growth spurt that I've seen as far as like in high school. I know there's gonna be a lot though that I'm gonna see in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing crazy that I've seen.
What's like the biggest, I guess, most helpful tip you give to people coming in working with you?
Depends on the age of the player.
If we talking, they going into high school.
They're going into high school.
Yeah.
Well, first I gotta ask them what their goal is.
Right.
So first I gotta kind of pick their brain, and that's honestly like the biggest thing for me. Like I get this question a lot. I get a lot of questions on like, oh, what makes like one trainer better than the other? I feel like it's being able to adapt to the player. You know, I can, like I said, I mean, I could train those little 2 munchkins that were just in here.
Yeah. And
then if a high level varsity player came in, I'm able to train him. If Bronny came in, I'm able to train him. If him and his dad came in, you know what I mean? I'm able to train them. So I feel like you just got to kind of like know your player's goal, and then it's all about if you know how to accommodate to that. You know what I mean? I feel like I do. So if you have a kid that's want to play JV, I mean, all right, you need to be able to finish, dribble with both hands. You need to be able to play some defense. You need to be able to shoot the mid range. You know what I mean? Like JV basketball is not crazy, you know. So I'm gonna tell you what you need to do to at least play JV. But then once I see that you're capable of playing varsity, I'm gonna say, all right, now it's time to lift some weights. Now it's time to
put some strength on.
Now it's time to shoot 200 shots a day instead of 100. You know what I mean? So I can kind of give them the blueprint of what they need to do to get to the level that they think that they can get at, and what I think they can get at.
Exactly.
So,
what's been the highest level player that you feel you've trained with?
I have a player that plays overseas right now. His name is Brenton Lamar. He's played in Russia, Germany, but he plays at a very high level overseas. I mean, I think he had like some G League options, but that's for sure the highest level as far as like right now. I trained. I went to LA for about a week and a half and got to stay with Jalen Clark. He plays at UCLA right now. Unfortunately, he just got hurt, but he entered his name in the draft. He was the best defender in college. But I got to work with him a lot, and that was a lot of fun. He's such a cool person. Those two. Another dude that plays in overseas, Spain right now, his name is DeAndre Loans. I don't know even how to pronounce his last name, but he plays in a high league overseas, you know what I mean? So overseas, I've trained callers like my friend that plays at Cal Poly, you know, I've trained him. Those are college for now that I could think of.
Does it make any difference when you get those higher names as far as the training goes?
Make a difference in what way?
The training that you have to provide.
I mean, yeah, because their expectation has to be, I would hope that they respect themselves enough that they know what they value. So I try to bring that value.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Definitely.
So, like, for instance, the other day I had like 4 college athletes here. You know what I mean? And I specifically brought him to help me out because I know he brings a lot of value. Whether that's just talking, whether that's just him setting a screen, I know that he's gonna do a great job, and I'm gonna get these kids the best work that they could possibly get. So I guess I just gotta bring the fire too. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing that I try to do all the time. You know.
How do you decide who you want to bring on to help you here? Like you got him helping you out. How do you decide? Okay, this is somebody who I want working here with me.
I mean, anybody that wants to help, I'm never gonna deny. I'm never gonna. I don't say no a lot. You know what I mean? If you want to help, yes, go ahead.
But if they there help and they not really got the skills you looking for,
I mean, they can always do something. I mean, if you can't set a screen, then I don't think you should even learn. You know what I mean? If you can't hold the ball for a handoff, I mean, I don't think this is for you. Here? You know what I mean? If you can't rebound the ball and pass it to me, I don't think you should be here. You know what I mean? But I don't ever come across things like that.
For sure.
People know that what they could do, or they'll tell me ahead of time, yo, I can guard. All right, perfect.
I got a spot for you.
You know what I mean? Oh, I can help out rebounding, defending, whatever you need. You know what I mean? All right, perfect. Come on. Come this time. Let's see.
For sure. Outside of basketball, what's some of your favorite things to do? Because like you said, you invested your whole damn life in this.
It's so funny. So like, I will watch basketball. I'll play basketball when I can. Or it's funny, I'll play 2K, which is
basketball.
So
everything goddamn
you know what
basketball.
I mean? But besides all basketball, I mean, I like to go fishing. You know what I mean? Like my friend that was just in there helping out with like the light. I don't know if you got to see that. He had like the scissor lift.
Did he have a truck?
Yeah. Like I'm going fishing with him on Thursday. You know what I mean? I like to go fishing. I like to go bowling. Like activities like that. You know what I mean? Like escape rooms are dope to me. If you know what an escape room is. Yeah.
I did it with my lady a couple of times.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, I love those. She did it way better than I did. I was like, what the... And plus I was drinking, so I was just like, wait, we're not getting out of here, no way.
I've done like 6 of them.
Okay, yeah, we didn't do no 6. We probably got like 2.
I've done like 6 of them. I even done one that was apparently like the hardest one.
And you the motherfucker that you getting all the clues.
Well, it's me and my cousin. Like I know who I'm bringing with me. I'm bringing like the crew.
Yeah,
like we're going and we're solving this puzzle. You know, so I like doing anything like activity related. I like bowling, going to the beach, playing beach volleyball. I mean, everything that I can just hang out and just chill and just, I mean, have a good time. I mean, I like to do it all really.
And with you being so family oriented, are you looking to have a big family?
Yeah, I would like about like 3 to 5 kids.
You getting started on that right now?
No.
Okay, you know, I'm just checking.
I'm in a relationship, but I'm not rushed at all. So
not looking to do that just yet.
No, once I'm ready to take care of a family financially and mentally, then we can start talking. But
and then with you, even how you have to put all your time into this, how does that affect with your relationship?
Like I said, I mean, it's nothing like
I know me even having to do this shit. I told her I told my lady I'm going to do a podcast tonight. She didn't give me no shit, but she didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is you just have to kind of like find people in your life that understand. You know what I mean? Like for me and everybody who I know and anybody who I'm close with, not just saying my lady, like we're all pretty busy. You know what I mean? Like she does real estate and she's doing that from the moment she wakes up to the time that she goes to sleep. You know what I mean? So I understand like if we can't do something a certain day, like I'm not tripping about it. Including everybody in my circle, you know what I mean? Like if we're busy, okay, cool, we're busy to do anything. I guess it's just being able to find the people in your corner that understand and like find that balance too. You know, so and plus like this job doesn't really like cause me any stress, so it's not like I'm like
something you love.
So it's not like I'm like need to vent to somebody or like need to like let off all my stress. Like I'm just continuing my day.
Nah, mine was more so the time that you got to put in.
Yeah.
Not even that you got to vent to how stressed you was at work. It's just how much time you got to put in to be here.
Honestly, if anybody who's that close to you has a problem with that, then I feel like that person shouldn't be in your circle. You know what I mean? Whether that's a girlfriend, boyfriend, homie, friend,
whatever,
family member, you know what I mean? If you're not able to understand that person is trying to grow, then you're not for them. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Like I've had a few friends who maybe just don't work as hard as me, and naturally we just kind of grew apart.
Gravitated
You
the
know what I
other
mean?
way.
There's nothing wrong with that, but
Not
it's
at
just
all.
I'm in my lane and you're in yours. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And when we meet again at a random place, we're good. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It was no funk. It was just like when I was doing what I was doing and moving how I was moving.
Absolutely. So I feel like that's just how it should be with any type of relationship. So yeah.
For sure. And that even me talking to you now with you being just 21 is like, you just don't seem like you're 21.
No.
And that was from you having to take on all these responsibilities so young and stuff like that. Like I already can see, and I don't know you at all.
Yeah.
But like just talking to you, I'm like, oh, he talking like he already ready to be a goddamn dad. He's ready to have 3, 4, 5
that's
kids.
my biggest goal in life. If you ask me what's my biggest goal in life, is to be a father. And that guy has inspired me a lot too, because I see how he treats his kid, and I'm like, damn, that's the type of like relationship I want to. Yeah. I'm inspired to helping out, like especially like how I am to like these types of kids. Like I already feel like I have responsibility with kids who I see once a week. Imagine like my actual child. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I can't.
What would be your second option if this wasn't to work?
There is no second option. I'm gonna figure it out.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like there's too many routes. Like, say for instance, Hoop House burns down, right? I mean, we've gathered enough people to where we could just
they're gonna gravitate wherever y'all
do
go.
it again. If that doesn't work out, all right, cool. I'm go to a university and see if I can get a player development job there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you want to move on to another level as far as like you being a coach somewhere?
No, I don't care. I don't care for that entitlement.
Yeah.
That's overrated to me. Because then you're stuck in a box with like 15 guys, and I mean, you're just basically a slave to them. I don't like that.
So your goal was never to be, I want to be a head coach?
No, hell no. That's too much that's too much stress, to be completely honest. I feel like,
you know what
I mean? This
is your shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's just too much stress. Versus my life right now, every parent loves me because I just get their kid better. Versus at a coaching job, little Timmy didn't get 20 minutes a game. Well, little Timmy doesn't work hard. Jackson works way harder, so I'm rewarding Jackson. You know, so that's my thought process.
You don't want to have to deal with that aspect.
Not
of things.
At all. No,
Yeah,
that was never a desire. Maybe when I'm older and I could like build like a whole entire program and have other people kind of like
take
like
that over.
You know what I mean? Be like the chess player. That's what I'd like to do, because at the end of the day, that's just helping more people. But definitely like that's not like a desire of mine as of now. Yeah.
What's been the hardest aspect of getting a space?
Getting approved, to be honest. Like finding a warehouse and finding a warehouse with a high ceiling without a mezzanine. You know what I mean? You know what a mezzanine is? Yeah. Finding, because apparently all the new warehouses now have mezzanines. I don't know why, but they all do. So finding one that's, I guess, fit structurally for a basketball gym, that's probably the hardest, but we got lucky. So
what's been the type of love you guys been, or not, that you guys been getting in San Diego?
Oh, we've gotten ton of love. If it's any hate, then we don't care. And I mean, I don't like to say that they're like below us, but what we have established speaks for itself. You know, so if anybody hates us, then I mean, they're just a certified hater. Yeah. Like, to be completely honest, I mean, like, we literally help people for a living.
Right.
Like, how could you hate on that?
Exactly.
You know, like, I don't get it.
It's no need for
like, there's no need to hate. Like, if you don't like me, okay.
I get it.
But don't hate me. Yeah. You know, there's no reason. I haven't done anything wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't do nothing to you.
You know what I mean? Like, I literally wake up, do what I love every day. And if anything, you can bring your kid to me and I'll help him get better at basketball. Yeah. But just don't hate me.
Exactly.
You know?
For you right now in the league, who are some of your favorite players? I know we was talking about Steph Curry. Yeah. You know, he might be going down for you as the best point guard.
Yeah. I like players like Donovan Mitchell. I like players like Damian Lillard.
Oh man.
I've been a big LaMelo. I'm a big LaMelo fan. I hope he gets traded.
Where you want him to go to?
It doesn't matter. Just somewhere where they can win games.
Yeah, out of there.
Yeah, somewhere there.
He was Charlotte, right?
Yeah. Somewhere where they can win game. I feel like he's a really exciting player to watch. Yeah, those are my main guys, to be honest. I don't watch too much of the league, to be completely honest, just because It's just not as entertaining for me, to be honest. Like,
when did that switch?
Or
was the league ever entertaining for you?
I guess it was, but like, I don't know. I'm just around basketball all day long. So, I mean, and also I've like seen it all. You know what I mean? Like, I've been around NBA players at events. So, I mean, I feel like I've seen basketball all levels. So, nothing really like excites me if I don't know the player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd much rather go to a tournament in LA with one of the players who I work out than go to an open run with LeBron, Kyrie, Luka, Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's cool, but I mean, yeah, good job, guys. You know what I mean? Like, great, you get paid to do this.
The
like,
stardom isn't what's...
No, yeah, I'd much rather Thursday and Friday work with this kid, teach him how to play with pace, how to come off a screen and hit a shot.
See him in the league.
Go to his game on Saturday and Sunday and see him come off a screen and hit a shot and play with pace and win basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would much rather see.
So with you doing all the training, what's been... So when the kids are not getting it, are the parents then directing energy towards you? If their kid is not getting what I guess they're expecting to get from you by bringing them to here.
Yeah, that makes sense. We haven't had really like complaints like that, to be honest. I mean, there's going to be parents who say like, oh, we don't like this, we don't like this. And we just say, okay, like that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like, say for instance, we put a kid in with a bigger kid, like playing 1-on-1, and the bigger kid bullies him. Well, I'm like, he wants to play varsity, right?
Right. He gonna be with bigger
You know
boys.
what I mean? Like, if he wants to play college, he's gonna be with 24-year-olds when he's an 18-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at March Madness, the two teams like San Diego State and UConn, the average age was 24 years old. There was a 27-year-old on FAU.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 27 years old. So, I mean, like, my thing is, like, you just got to be... This is a hard sport to be built for, but if you want to do it, then, I mean, trust us. If you don't trust us, then, oh, well, go do whatever you want, you know? But that's
damn, like you said, like 27 years old.
Like, that's crazy.
Damn, that's almost damn, and he still was in college. So, I mean, he definitely had the hoop dreams and still pursued
You know what I mean? Yeah, so... Yeah, but... Other than that, I mean, we don't really like come to any like arguments with the parents about like, oh, why didn't my kid get better? I'm just like, it's a process.
Right.
Like, the kid's not gonna be LeBron overnight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What's some of your favorite shoes to hoop in?
Kobe's. Love Kobe's.
Low tops.
Yeah, love the Kyries.
I'm so scared to wear low tops playing basketball.
Really, I actually have the red Kobe.
Ooh.
5.
I'm about to say,
7.
Wow.
I have the. You know what I'm talking about? The one
I
that
know,
has the laces.
That's why I was like, yeah.
I have those.
Damn.
I got them recently too.
And you be wearing those, or them is like, I'm gonna just keep those in the chain.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. He's like, I like them wearing them sometimes.
I have the. I'll show you actually because I have them here.
Yeah. You gonna have to bring them motherfuckers on.
I have 2 pairs of Kobe's.
Oh, he got them in a glass case and shit, with the lights on them and shit. Don't let them fool you. He got them in a glass case. Yeah.
These ones I haven't put on.
Ooh, he was talking about them. See? And them go off the ankle. See, I wouldn't be scared to wear them. Ooh, them is nice.
Yeah, and then these ones I'll wear strictly for like...
Wait, so see these? Oh, no, you ain't wore these.
Yeah.
You ain't wore these.
These ones I love too.
Oh, you see, my homie, he used to... And these the ones my homie used to have?
Yeah.
Them ones, but that's the ones I'm scared to wear.
Yeah.
It's a low top joint.
So I wouldn't play in those. I would train in them and get pictures in them.
Uh-huh. He said get pictures of them. Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Yeah.
You know? But I'll hoop in Kyrie's, Paul George's, Dwayne Wade's shoe is solid.
Yeah.
It's a way of Wade's.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're a nice shoe.
You got a variety.
Yeah, I think they're a nice shoe.
And do you be cleaning these shit? Why they look so damn clean?
Honestly, no, not at all.
Oh.
I don't really hoop in them too much.
Okay.
If I'm playing for real, then I'm wearing Kyrie's.
Yeah.
I like Kyrie's.
So them was your go-to. Like, I'm a hoop in them. I'm gonna get dirty in them joints.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with Kyrie's. I don't even know like the recent numbers, but I'm gonna go with Kyrie's.
Do you got 13?
Huh?
Do you got Kyrie 13?
I'd see. I don't even know the number. I don't know how many he has.
I'm gonna have it fucked up, but that might have been it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I have Kyrie's. I have Paul George's. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool.
How big of a hit do you think that was, Paul George being out for the Clippers in the playoffs?
See, like, it's hard to even answer that because I don't really watch too much. Like, I really don't.
Okay.
Like if one of my players are in the league, that's when I'll start watching NBA.
Do you have any players in the league?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No. And I don't really have any desire to like train an NBA player like that is now. My biggest goal is to get somebody to there.
Right. So you want to build them up to be that.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, he's already an NBA player and he comes here to train. He was like,
that's great. That's cool. You know what I mean? But like, I didn't feel like I had like the biggest impact on you.
Exactly.
You know, you had 40 people before me. You know, I'm just another guy helping you get up shots.
Are there any trainers who you do look up to or kind of take after? Like, oh, I love the way they train.
There's this one guy named Drew Hanlon that I really like. He works with like Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid. He works with like Mo Bamba, Bradley Beal, Jordan Clarkson. I like him because he also has I just like the way his like style is. He's very detail oriented, and the way he publishes himself on the social media, I really like it. He has like a little production kind of company. It's called like Unseen Hours, where like he'll like document like the players like development like in the league. I really like that. And he also has like a podcast too. So,
and I guess that kind of almost falls into
you know
what you're trying to go to, because
you're
talking about how you're gonna document what your boy doing if you want to do the rap route, or you want to do the
exactly. So
route.
I really like him. I've met him, but I didn't really like actually like conversate. You know what I mean? I feel like now if I conversate with him, I feel like I could benefit. But that's I guess who I wouldn't say look up to, but I guess if you had to ask me like who I would want to be like, it would be something of that sort. You know, he travels across the country to run camps and stuff. That would be dope.
Where has been your favorite place to travel?
Just overall.
Yeah, just overall. Not even outside of basketball, nothing. Just your favorite place to travel.
Japan and Costa Rica.
Oh shit, Japan. See, I've never been. So what was that like for you experiencing Japan?
Japan. All right, I'm a big anime fan.
Okay.
As you can see the table.
Right.
And
we got the Dragon Ball Z joints and kind of the characters of them.
Exactly.
I
so,
get it.
Me and my brother are big anime fans.
Did you like Ben Boondocks?
It's cool, yeah.
I know that's not full
that's
on
more
anime.
Like, that's more like
American anime. And shit like that.
It's a little bit.
I wouldn't even say anime, but I mean, I know. So I would say a cartoon. Whatever.
More modern cartoon for sure. Yeah. But that's funny. It was really funny. I like
that shit was hilarious.
But me and my brother went to Japan together for also like basketball kind of, but we're big on anime. I mean, we like the culture of it and great food, and we got to like see people who stayed in the Navy, you know what I mean, on the Navy base in Japan. So we got to like see both sides of the culture and both sides of like.
What made y'all even want to go to a Navy base in Japan?
Well, because my friends were in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we stayed at their house for a little bit, and we also stayed in actual like Tokyo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to see kind of both like American Japan kind of people, and we also saw like the real Japan culture.
Because like you said, you was in that Navy base, and that's
and like a Navy base is like what I learned, like a whole new like its own like little world. Like they had like movie theaters, like basketball courts.
Like they don't have to leave that base.
Yeah, they really don't. You know what I mean? So I got to kind of see both sides of Japan, and it was really fun. I met a lot of cool people. Great food. Enough people spoke English to where we can get around. And that, and then
you said Costa Rica.
Yeah, so I've been to Costa Rica twice. One, we traveled. That was I think our first like family vacation. That was like 8-9 years ago, maybe 10. And then the last time was my favorite, where I went for my 21st birthday.
Oh, shit.
That was like my gift to myself. You know what I mean? So I didn't go out partying or anything like that. I went to Costa Rica with one of my friends.
Word.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like literally, my birthday was on the 27th, I think, or 23rd, and I dipped the 25th. Like.
And you said you didn't even, and that was for your 21st birthday, and you didn't even go out partying or nothing.
No, I was riding ATVs up a volcano. You know what I mean?
God damn.
That's what I value, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's
an experience.
I was paddle boarding in the lake. You know what I mean? I was swinging from the rope into a river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was like a really fun trip. Just kind of like a.
You got to experience life.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, with nobody, just me and one of my friends. You know, so that was just really fun to do. But yeah, those two trips for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's a big trip. Like you had to get your passport and all that joint. So that was like something big.
Yeah.
But you're used to traveling.
Yeah. My family's big on traveling.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're well enough to be able to travel. Like my parents are going to Europe for a few weeks. Like my sister's actually on a flight right now to Italy.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so we're big on traveling.
Yeah.
Like Ryan's going to Spain like in June. You know what I mean? So
is your sister into sports as well?
no, she's a nurse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my sister lives in Chicago as a travel nurse. But yeah, just that.
And what she think about what y'all got going on here?
She likes it. I mean, she's just a proud older sister. You know what I mean?
Okay, and it's your older sister.
Yeah. She's 29.
Okay.
Yeah, 28, 29. One of those.
Right.
But no, she's not really like in the basketball world. She's everywhere, to be honest. She's a big like adventurer. She's a really, really cool person. Really cool person. That's my best friend.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, that's also a best friend.
Yeah.
My family is my best friends.
No, and that's dope. Like you really tight with your family, so that I feel like that's gonna even take you even further.
Yeah, I talk to them every day.
Circle, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let people know how they can reach you on all your socials. Anything else you got going, new coming up, anything like that?
I mean, if any of you guys or any of you guys know of anybody who wants to play basketball or get better at basketball, I mean, you can just look up the Hoop House, El Cajon, or in San Marcos if you live up north, and contact us and come get better. That's about it, really.
Oh, but you got to also let them know this is Justin.
And yeah, I mean,
Razooky.
My socials are J Razooky on basically all platforms. I mean, reach me if you have any questions or any concern, or even just want to get to know me or anything like that. I mean, appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Definitely. With that being said, it's been another episode of the BiGG Umbrella Podcast, and it's a wrap.
Yeah. Appreciate you, sir.
Well, let's get some tacos, nigga. Can we really get some tacos? You trying to get some tacos? Let's get some tacos, nigga.